The big news for all international students has just been announced. How are they going to survive? Like, we need to talk about this. Macmillan announced that every international student will now be allowed to work for just 24, that would be 8 hours times 3. If you're working 8 hours a day, you'll be allowed to work just 3 days in a week. 3 days in a week with high rise of groceries, fuel prices on the high, a lot of things like even the house rent and everything. They will be allowed to work for just 24 hours in a week. That is it. And I'm not surprised. Seriously, I've been expecting this news. Even people said, okay, it will be 30 hours. Some like 35 hours. I was like, you people don't know that all these countries, they follow each other full step. Australia announced that international students will be allowed to work for 24 hours few months ago. I know Canada will follow the same thing that Australia did. Because all these countries, I don't know, maybe they call themselves G7 or so, they follow each other footstep. Immigration, especially when it comes to political and immigrations policy and laws and all that, they follow each other footstep. My name is Taiwan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching me, don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. Macmillan just announced that every international student in Canada will now be allowed to work for just 24 hours in a week starting from September. There was a grace before of 40 hours, like as of today is 29th of April. Every international student can work for 40 hours. Like there's that grace, like it gave them the grace that everybody can work for 40 hours, you know, like an order. But that grace period ends tomorrow, which is April 30th. Tomorrow. So everything after tomorrow, you'll be allowed to work for only 20 hours. If you are not on summer break, most students right now are on summer break. Some students, let me use that word, some students are on summer break. If you're on summer break, you can still continue to work because you're on break, you know, you're not in school. You can continue to work for just for 40 hours for full time. You can work for, you know, continue working for 40 hours because you're on break. But if you are not on break, you know, maybe your course or what you're doing, your school doesn't permit you to go on summer break this year, you have to continue working for only 20 hours because the 40 hours grace ends tomorrow, which is 30th of April. So anything after tomorrow, go back to 20 hours. That is for students that are not on summer break. But if you're on break, you know, continue, just go ahead and, you know, go ahead and start working for 40 hours as soon as you finish your exam. For people that are still, you know, writing exams and all that, you can continue working for 40 hours because you're on break. So it's normal. But from September this year, every international student will now be able to work for just 24 hours a week. Now, we need to talk, like, how are international students going to survive with 24 hours in a week? Like, 24 hours in a week job cannot even pay for anything. Like, it can, like 24 hours a week, maybe at the end of the paycheck after tax and whatsoever, your take home should be maybe roughly 400 or 500 if you're working minimum pay job. Like maybe they're paying you $15-16 per hour. Then maybe like your take home should be around $400-500. $400-500 bi-weekly, that is nothing. So like my hearts go to all international students hustling and, you know, surviving in this wonderful country called Canada, because groceries, house price, a lot of fuel price, everything is now up right now, and you still have to save up for so many things. So you can only, for 24 hours, you can only work for 3 days in a week, and the rest of the day just to study, because you are here on study visa, so you should have enough time to study. And I'm going to blame most international students also, because all these new changes are happening because some students are protesting. See, we just need to talk. A lot of students right now, if you go on TikTok, especially in Manitoba, in some other schools, in most schools, a lot of international students are protesting because they failed exams. Because they failed exam, and they are now pointing out to the lecturer, to the school, that the school purposely failed them. And this is not just set of people, like happens in all, even in where I am right now. The only college we have here, I heard that there are some international students protest because they failed exam. The same thing happened in every colleges and universities in Canada. When a group of students failed exam, they will just, get a placard, start writing, and start protesting. And at the end of the day, most of this college will now say they did not pass because they are working instead of studying. And I think these are some of the reasons, might not even be the main reason, but these are some of the reasons whereby the government decided to stop this grace of 40 hours a week period. Because if you check most of the school press statements, instead of most of these school students that failed these exams, they aren't working, like they are not studying. Most of them are not even coming to class. All they do is go to work. And they are here on study visa. And the main reason, this will be part of the main reason, is that a lot of stuff are changing right now in the country. Election is around the corner. The political atmosphere is changing. Atmosphere right now in Canada is changing. Opposition are pointing out that people are saying international students are some of the reason why they are not getting jobs. Are the reason, not even some, are the reason why Canadians are saying international students. I have a video that has more than 200,000 views, and if you check the comments, you see that people are pointing to international students that they are the reason why they are not getting jobs. That most companies are not hiring them. Companies are not hiring. My daughter has not gotten any summer job, any job right now for the past 3 months. I've been jobless for 8 months. Companies are not hiring me. These are not taking me. That are not taking. People. That is it. Most people, the Canadians right now, are pointing fingers to the student, like to the government, that you are bringing more immigrants in, more students in. Most of these companies don't want to hire us anymore. They want to go for the cheaper option, which are the students. Because a student, you can decide to give a job of $30, $35 per hour. If you give a student $20, he or she's going, they are going to do it. They don't care, they just want to survive. They even say thank you. So people are saying all these companies are taking advantage of these international students, to give cheap job, cheap labor, to give cheap income, instead of going for them, like going for, people that are qualified for all these jobs. Most of these companies are going for international students because they can give them any low price and they will take it. So these are the reasons. A lot of changes will happen, I believe, very soon. Now, most of this country, they follow each other. I will not be surprised. Like, seriously, I will not be surprised if in the next coming days or week, another country announced that they are going for this 24-hour stuff. Because Australia, when it comes to all these immigration matters, they follow themselves. Like, they follow each other. They don't, if this one will start first, then the next one will take it. They might just modify one or two things, then the next one, another country, or especially all these G7 countries, they follow themselves when it comes to immigration matters. So if you are international students watching this video, like, or you know any international students, like, I don't know, like, how do you think, how are you going to survive with this news? Especially international students that are self-sponsored, people that have backup, students that have backup, you know, they will survive, but that have self-sponsored, like this, sponsor themselves to this country. I'm going to say this: if you still have the plan to come to this country anytime soon, as a student, like this, the message is for the students. Have a plan, because that roses aren't red on the other side. So it's not as sweet as you think it will be. Like, we work 24 hours, we'll be able to survive. You cannot survive on 20. Nobody can survive on 24 hours, a week job in this country. Even people that are doing 40, normal 40, are complaining. So they are looking for another extra job to do overtime and all that. So now talk less of 40. But you can make it if you come with a plan. Come with a plan, and your plan will be the one to take you further. Come with a business plan. This country is the best if you have a business, or if you can think of something doing. And as an international student, there are so many business opportunity for international students. If you are still coming anytime soon, maybe for this May section, or September, you're planning to come in September, or you're planning to come anytime soon, come with an handwork. See, handwork will take you far. Like, you will not even look. I know someone that since when he stepped foot in this country, he has never looked for a job. He has never found any job. All what he's doing is just handiwork. Help people to barb. Help people to move things out from their apartment. Doing all this handiwork. Changing things for people. Doing painting. So handwork will take you far. See, like, this is me and you. Like, there's nothing to sugarcoat here. I'm a technician here in Canada. There's nothing to sugarcoat here. I'm not type of a YouTuber or a content creator that will be saying no. I work in this country. I'm a technician here in this country. I've done so many videos where I work, and that is it. I'm even wearing a face cap, my work face cap. So I'm a technician. Handwork, like handiwork. Come with handwork. If you're a female watching my video, if you can braid hair, do makeup, do all these fingers, I don't know what you people do, like, do anything like that will separate you from others. I'm not a content creator that deceive people, or that will tell you it's sweet, then you will not be like, no, it is not what you think or what people say online. No. Come with a plan. Like, come with a plan. See, you will survive more. Let me move closer to the camera. I think I'm far away. You will survive more if you come with a plan. I'm just saying it. Right now, let me just say, my company, they are looking for a technician right now, and unlicensed mechanic. So do you know what they want to pay? Just not even license. So a license, they will pay roughly $65 per hour, and unlicensed they will pay $45.50 depending on how good you are and all that. So even the 65 is just, they are paying license is just for a new licensed mechanic. If you have more experience, they will go higher. That is handwork. See, you are with $45 per hour, you earn more than anybody. So now, do you like you are the chairman? That's what I'm saying. You are the oga patapata. As a newcomer, as a new person in this country, your start pay is, let's say, 45. So those are people that will say this country favors them. Apart from other bonuses, apart from overtime, your base pay, apart from every other benefit that comes with it. So that is it. But those are people that has handwork. Handwork. See, this country favors people that has technical skills. Let me just use that word, technical skills, instead of handiwork. I believe technical skills come with a skill. No other person will say it to you. No other person. People deceived online. I'm not going to deceive anybody. Come with a skill. As a student, find something to do. Like, find something to do right now. Since the day you receive maybe your admission letter, you submit you pay your acceptance fee. Since the day you start thinking that you want to come to this country, start having something at the back of your mind that you want to do. This is male or female. Look for a skill that you think is the best for you. I'm not going to say, okay, what skill? Anyone. No skill is a waste. And don't comment on my video that recommend a skill for people. Some people will just be like, Taiwo will recommend a skill for me. Why will I recommend something for you? I can't recommend. It's a skill. It's something that you love doing or you learn to do. So don't comment on my video, please, that I should recommend. Get a skill for yourself. Like, learn something, male, female, and it's going to separate you from the others. And some people don't know that if you work in campus, maybe you work as a staff in your school, you can still work 40 hours in campus. You can work as many hours as you want if you are working in campus. So if your schools are employing, go there and submit your CV. Most schools are employing, but students don't know. But if you can still, if you find a job in campus, then you can work as many hours as you want because it's in campus job. I know of a student that is working as a technician in the school, and he's also a student, and they are paying him well. I think he's earning 38 as a technician in the school, because every school needs someone to. There is no opportunity that is greater than that. Student earning 38 per hour, apart from every other bonuses. You'll be chairman now. So now you'll be able to pay anything you want with that money. Like, so far you are not living above your means, or you are not living big boy. So that is just it. If you have a skill, there are so many opportunities in this country. Join groups. All these groups, what's it called? Survivor groups and all that. You will see that most of these jobs all these people are looking for their skill job, and they will pay you well. So this will be the end of my video. Like, if you have a comment or you have anything you want to ask me, go ahead and drop it as a comment below. Definitely, I read comments. I read all my comments. Like, when I'm back from work, I sit down every day to read comments. So that's it. I read comments. Definitely, if you ask me a question and I think it's reasonable for me to answer, definitely I will. Even if you check most of my video, you see that I always reply to some, and there are some comment that I can't reply. Maybe it's just to thank you and all that. I will like them and all. So if you have anything you want to ask me, drop it as a comment below. I don't do one-on-one section. I don't really know how to do it. I don't know. Maybe later if I start having more followers, I'll be able to, because I work Tuesday to Saturday, so there's no time for me like that. There's no really time. But if you have anything for me, you guys always ask me about one-on-one conversation and all that. I don't really do one-on-one, but later on I'll try and see how they go about them and all that. And but you can reach me on Instagram, ask me questions. I'll definitely reply you. I don't pay, I don't collect charges for anything, I don't do all that. So my consultant, I'm not an immigration consultant, so there's no, why will I be charging people so now to talk to me? So we are, you guys are my family, and we are all together. So if you have anything, ask me. Definitely I'll reply to your question. So I'll see you on the next one, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you.